10:06 in the evening. That was Heaven by Gar Bryan, and it is storming outside so much, actually, to be honest, and I love it. I haven't heard a thunderstorm in so long, and it's been great. But no matter that, never mind that, rather, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you, and welcome to a brand new week here on the Everything GM broadcast, where we hope you have enough water, and we also laugh at off-screen videos. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope that you're taking care of yourself. It usually takes a little while for people to get going on a Tuesday, but yeah. Today we got a few things open for you. There is a poll up for you to vote on. We're either going to do some Skyrim, where Dulagash Gromagak will debase himself and stoop as low as to be a magical courier to probably an old lady who lives in a hut who wanted like a magical sword or something. And then we'll either that, or we'll head to do some reading, or we'll head to do some music analysis. During the reading, we'll hopefully do Obi-Wan finally taking down Grievous. But if we do music analysis, we'll be analyzing some character themes that I receive in Star Wars, in my Star Wars tabletop games, and I analyze the songs. I'll choose a song at random, and I'll see how it makes me. We'll see if we can analyze it. So, I think the way that I'll do that is interesting, but we'll see when we get there. For now, let's just sit back, relax, and talk about things. I do hope that everyone is doing well. Feel free to let me know. For now, I do think it might be cool to just chill with something low-key. But I'm not sure if I have a low-key game installed right now. Not even just game, just like doing something else. You know what? You know what I could do? I could play a game of like an online like flash game or something. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, goodness gracious. It's just when I start talking like an extended amount that I get a lot more tired. But yeah. Alrighty. Oh, I did a bullet journal. Hang on, I can show you guys that. So, I've been doing this for about a week and a half now. I've been planning for basically the rest of the year, which is what I'd like to do. So essentially, I've wanted to do a bullet journal for ages. I did an actual journal, like a daily journal, for like 4 years. And it was literally just every day for 4 years until about the beginning of this year, where I felt I didn't need it anymore. I did it to improve my memory. At the end of like 2018, 19, I can't remember when it was, but 4 years ago. When I looked back at the end of the year, and my family kept asking me, like, what do you like about this year? Like, what do you remember doing the best? And I was like, I can't really remember a lot about what happened this year. And it really made me a little bit upset that I couldn't remember so much. So I was like, I'm going to improve my memory. And one surefire way to do that is to write about your day when it's finished. So that's what I did. So I did that every single day for 4 years. And I know I make it sound easy, but it really wasn't. And I stopped recently because I realized my memory has actually improved quite a lot. And then, but I also I felt like something was missing. It was a nice ritual to have at the end of the day, you know. And yeah, then I decided that I was going to do this. A bullet journal is really cool. So I have actually made a bullet journal. So this is the thing, 2023 bullet journal. It's got cool little stickers on it. It's got more stickers on the back. I can show you individual ones if you want to, but this is my favorite. The Galactic Academy with an Ewok on it. It's very cool. And then on the inside, we basically, I based these off a lot of people I saw on TikTok who had done these bullet journals, and they inspired me to do them. So if you see similarities to someone on TikTok, like, that's why. It's not like they have a copyright on it, so yeah. But yeah, when you open it, it gives you see if I can actually do this. Yeah, so it gives you like a mood, and it gives you like a rating 1 to 5, and then when that's done, takes you over to my stress and anxiety of the day, the health of the day, things like that, like my bodily health. And then most of the time I'm healthy, but maybe there's a little bit of a sniffle that comes up. The dreams that I had that day and the weather that's going on that day. Today it would definitely be stormy. I am like working on, basically it's going to be a shading like box by box for each day of the year. But what I'm going to do is like I'm starting from July, so from the 7th it'll begin. So like from the middle of the thing. Then we keep going, and I move over to the actual monthly thing. So this is July. I'm going to do like a doodle every day. I saw this on TikTok. It looked cool. My sleep schedule. I believe the next one is the steps I took that day. Yeah, the steps I took on the day. I usually take a couple thousand every day. Then all the routines that I have, so like planning for my session, uploading a stream clip, posting to Instagram, streaming, doing my session, spending time with Hewan, and then spending time for myself. I think that's everything I put in there. From there is like a checklist of things that I do, like pretty much not every day, but like, you know, every now and then it's nice to track my progress and like how I'm doing. And then we do like, did I clean the house today? And like, what cleaning did I do? And yeah, it's just a checklist. And then it ends with a highlight of the day, which I write like just one sentence on what my highlight was. So it really, yeah, it really looks like it's going to be fun. I think I'm going to have a whole lot of fun, and I'm very, very excited to get that started. So yeah, that's bullet journal done. The next thing I did is I purchased Star Wars Shatterpoint, and it will be here on Monday. So I have a week left. It will be here. And then we will have a new section of the stream where I paint. I spend time painting the minifigures on stream. It'll be in addition to the normal content. You can still vote for other stuff if you don't want to see me painting minifigures. But it will be painting stuff. It'll be my first time that I paint things. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we will see. I do want to say I will be painting things, and I want to be confident in that, but I don't think I will be confident. So, the reason being is that like this setup is not good for painting minis. Like then you need a big space. So yeah, just we'll see what happens. But for now, at least, I will send you pictures at the very least on the Discord community. Which, if you're new, first of all, if you're new, welcome. And you should join the Discord, because that's where we live. But yeah, I think I cannot wait for Shatterpoint to get here. Literally cannot wait. I think I'm just going to play a game immediately without the painted figures, just so that I know like what it's like. And then we'll start painting them like as we go. It's just, yeah, I cannot wait. So cool. Alright, unless, yeah, I want to play it once with them all, just so I can see how the game works. But yeah. Alright, let's see. Alfergs is here. Hello, Alfergs. How's work going, my friend? In an area where I'm constantly working, so chatting is at a minimum, but we'll be listening. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're listening. And you have voted for music, which is what we are going to do now. So, I think this is a good opportunity for me as a GM to do this as well, because it's nice to sort of get into the heads of my players every now and then. This is going to be spoiler free, so if you are in my party and you want to be here, like you can be here, it's fine. I will end this for now, and it appears that music analysis has won the day. Thanks, Alferx, for participating in democracy, and I will now proceed to look up a cool track. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my Foundry, because I've forgotten all of the tracks that my characters gave me, all the names of them at least. But yeah, I think... Alright. Anything that comes up here now will be, anything like character related will be things that have already been revealed to the party. OOC, so everyone, all the players know what's going on with whatever we're going to discuss. So if you're a player in my party and you're here, it's okay, you can still be here. There aren't going to be any spoilers. And, yeah. So let's see. Alright, here we go. See what we got here. The thumbnail. The thumbnail for the stream is just me yawning. I need to post that somewhere. That's hilarious. Alright, cool. So, I'm here in the foundry now. And I think we should be able to find something. If I go to my GM notes, yeah. Music. Right, so. Basically, I think we have... Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go... Because Ash recommended this to me, I'm gonna play this one, because this is hers. This is the only one she sent to me. That's just to be played in a cool character moment. And we're gonna play it together. And we're gonna see... Oh god. We'll get there, we'll get there. We're gonna play it together, we're gonna look at the... we're gonna look at the lyrics together, gonna look at the music, and we're gonna see how it ties in. This is gonna be less of a musical theory analysis, maybe, and more of a musical, like, impact analysis on, like, how... Sort of media literacy as well, you know? So, let's get into it, shall we? Here we go. This is called Don't Know How to Stop by Halestorm. I've never heard them before. I've heard the song once, but this song is meant for a last stand kind of vibe for the character that Ash plays called Kiara. I'm not going to give you any context for the character yet, so if you haven't been paying attention when we talked about it before and you're just like, this is the first time you're hearing about it, that's totally fine. That is by design. I like it that way. And I think I'm going to move this just over here and move this over here. And that's perfect. Very nice. Right. We're going to move this from there. So we're going to play this together and yeah, let's see what we can do. This is Don't Know How to Stop by Halestorm. I can't play this all the way through. I'm pretty sure copyright's going to strike me. So what I'm going to do instead is I shall play it a few seconds at a time and we'll go into it. But remember that the first listen is going to be just a bit of a nerd, like just a bit of a theory analysis and like how the music makes you feel and stuff. And you let me know if you're feeling like chatting or if you're in a position to chat. I want you to let me know how this might make you feel as a character and what kind of character could be played alongside this music and their final stand. So let's have a look at this together, shall we? This is a real, like, Showtime Mr. Incredible moment. Showtime. Oh, I missed this voice, actually. When I listened to it, this was a standout for me. This voice is amazing. Oof. Yes. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna stop this before I get nailed. But that was awesome. That was so cool. I think I just wanna make sure that the stream is still actually going. Hey, that's me. It's my voice. But yeah, I think yeah, that was really cool. Before the chorus drops, we're gonna first the pump up to it is really cool. It's giving me real Guardians of the Galaxy, Borderlands, Rebel Galaxy kind of vibes. It's the sort of garage rock that makes you feel like someone who is a little bit more punk in their style and a little bit more punk is so associated with liberty that I kind of and the concept of freedom, because it's so musically free as well, that I and the lyrics are so like all about freedom and, like, you know, the anarchy and all that stuff. So As soon as I hear like punk rock, kind of garage rock, that sort of vibe, I just think of being free and liberating oneself of whatever, which is pretty appropriate for the character. So I would love for you guys to sort of put your suggestions in chat of what you think about this, because this is, I like to keep this collaborative. So if you feel like you have something to collaborate, please do. Don't be shy. And I mean, I'm just going to keep going regardless, but it's always nice to hear some other opinions. So here, this is very much, I could see this being played at the end of something, which is why I said it's a last stand, but I could also see it being played as at the end of a, like, the end of an era or the end of an arc, just as a new one is beginning, but then we don't get to see how that one turns out. It's like a roll credits song. You know what I mean? Like, this is, like, this music, this bit happens. Bam, bam, bam. So, like, this stuff is when the music would go a little bit calmer, like a little bit quieter, and the character would be like, so that's it. The battle's done. And I won. And they're like monologuing to themselves. They're like sitting on a tower with their feet like dangling over the edge. And I don't know, they got a jetpack on their back. And then they look down below and they see that there are still like armies waiting for them below. And they're like, well, guess no rest for the wicked. And then they jump off the edge. Here. How can you not like jam to that? That move into the chorus is so sick. It's like it really gives me vibes of when this happens, as they jump off and like go into it, it's like just like a roll credits, like a Spider-Man web swinging scene kind of vibe. I really enjoy that. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at the lyrics quickly. Here we go. Someone did lyrics. Headlights, red lights, got it in my sights. Nothing's in my way. No sound, hush now. Push the pedal down, got no time to waste. So, always moving, not really finding time to slow down or stop, but not wanting to either, because there's so much ambition here and so much wish to move on. So much drive to move yourself forward and propel yourself forward, no matter the cost. That that you're just kind of burning all your fuel, just keeping going, and then there's the pre-chorus. It's a long way home. You just crossed a borderline. When I say go, you better hold on tight. It's like I'm already pushing the pedal down, and you better hold on tight because it's about to get a lot rougher from here. And basically, this song gives me the feeling of, if anything, it's gonna be a wild ride. And what gives me that is the underlying pulse, first of all, the rhythm of the drums, just the classic garage rock drum beat and vibe, the classic rock guitar vibe. It gives me a really good walking, like moving momentum. And the pace is very interesting. It's not urgent. It's like a brisk walk, and that's the BPM as well. The tempo is set to a pace where we are taking like a brisk walk. Like you can imagine your feet moving to this, right? Like you can imagine walking to this if you were walking really fast. Like if you were power walking towards something, and you had like your goal in front of you, you would walk at this pace for sure. It's like just before the moment of running. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. So this part reminds me, especially the lyrics, of someone who has come so far, but it is basically just focused on, if nothing else, the thrill of the ride. However fast we've been going, it's just gonna get worse, or it's gonna get faster, or like more intense, or whatever. I want this chorus to play. Here we go. Yes. That's amazing. Okay, so once again, the lyrics. I don't know how to stop. I'll give it all I got. It's like my brakes are shot. I gotta have too much. I don't know how to stop. It's crazy, but so what? You know it's what you want, so give it up and don't be scared of how good it feels. It gives me very much like, we're here for a good time, not a long time, but also there's something beneath that makes me feel like maybe it's a little bit not regretful, but like, you know, it maybe isn't the best way or like the healthiest way to live, but it's a hell of a ride and it's a hell of a thrill, so I'm going to keep living this way because I like it. Like, this is the way that I know, this is the way that I want to live. This all makes sense when you consider the character that it's about, the character that chose this song for their final stand kind of vibes. So I'm hoping that well, at the end I'll go through the character again and we'll see. I want to keep the sort of initial analysis a little bit shorter so that I can get to the end and explain to you what the character is, and then actually things will make a lot more sense. Okay, so could totally see Dante from DMC jamming to this. Oh, bro, yes, that'd be so sick. That breakdown is Dante to a T. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. From the Devil May Cry series, for sure. I haven't played a lot of the games. I played one of the new ones, I think Devil May Cry DMC, like that I think it was called that. And every vibe that I've ever got from Dante, from clips that I've seen or from the game that I've played, has been this vibe. Just like this kind of Dean Winchester kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like just head first into hell, no second thoughts, just I'm gonna go kill some demons, you know? It's awesome. Very cool. Alright, let's keep going. Oh shit, hang on, we went a bit longer. There we go. 1 speed, full speed. Love this voice, by the way. Nice. Way down. When I say now. Okay. We can't break to the chorus without copyright, so we'll give that a bit of a break. All right, this time we're going into the second verse. 1 speed, full speed. That is all I need. They can eat my dust. Hell yeah, rock on. Will you come along? Do I have your trust? Okay, so yeah, and then once again, instead of this is a different pre-chorus. It's a long way down. If you're getting this high, when I say now, you know you better hold on tight. And it's basically just like loving the high, but also loving the fall as well. Like it's just, there's just so much thrill in this song. And it's like, it once again, it says like, I know that this is probably not going to last, but I'm going to hold on to it for as much as I can. I'm going to grab as much from life as I possibly can. And it, again, describes this character to a T. So, yeah, I think... yeah, this next verse. Well, this verse we just heard. 1 speed, full speed. That's all I need. Again, it's like it just reinforces the idea that that we are going and nothing's gonna stop us. And it's got determination and spirit and fire, and it is everything that this character is. So I can't wait to break down who it is. Here we go. Hold on tight. 2, 3, 4. I gotta have too much. Don't know how to stop. It's crazy, but so what? You know it's what you want. So give it up and don't be scared of how good it feels. Nice. Okay. Heard the chorus again. Very cool. And then we get a bridge. Basically, we get a bridge. We get a verse 3, which is just basically don't be scared, and then the lyrics repeat a little bit. So that's all the lyrics. It's really all fine. There's nothing else that we can do about this. Now, let me tell you about the character. So I'm gonna give you a bit of a I'm gonna give you some image. Hang on. I'm gonna give you an image about her. Kiara Astalon is a Mandalorian, and this should tell you everything you need to know. To give you a bit of context, our campaign is set in the Old Republic. It's set in a time before the events, literally a few months before the events of Knights of the Old Republic 1. If you've ever played that game, it stands about 3,956 before the Battle of Yavin. So it's almost 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, and it's about a few hundred years before the Old Republic MMORPG. It's a few months before the KOTOR 1 video game. So with that timeline, the Mandalorians of that day have literally just finished being soundly beaten in a war that lasted 16 years. The first 8 years were just border skirmishes as they tried to goad the Republic to attack them. But when the Republic finally did, it was bitter and grueling and long and just awful. And the Mandalorians nearly overran the Republic if it wasn't for a warrior from the Jedi called Revan who came in and saved the day or whatever. And essentially in that story, Kiara Astalon, a member of Clan Astalon, her clan, a clan of mostly animal hunters, but still Mandalorians at heart and longing for the call of war, as all Mandalorians of that day are. They define themselves by their ability to conduct warfare and their ability to improve themselves through combat. That is what defines a Mandalorian of this time period. They're called Mandalorian Neo-Crusaders at this point because they come from the Great Crusades that are the Mandalorian Wars. And then the way that once the clans, this was a time, the Mandalorian Wars was one of the rare times in the galaxy's history where Mandalorian clans have been united. And so to have that was a huge boon for them. And when they were united, they nearly overthrew the whole galaxy. If it weren't for Revan, they would have. So it's, really, really interesting to see that. And to have a character that comes out of that. So basically Kiara, which I'm going to quickly post an image of in here. So this is Kiara. Kiara Astalon is she is a Miraluka. If you're talking about species, a Miraluka is a species of naturally blind humanoids. They don't have eyes. They evolved without them. And instead, they're all force sensitive, which Kiara is as well. And they've all developed this force sight that allows them to see through the force because they lived on a planet that was orbited, that basically their planet orbited a red sun, which only gave red light. So they evolved the need to not need eyes anymore because the light wasn't enough to illuminate their world entirely. So they just don't need it. And then they moved to another world, but evolution was complete already. So all Miraluka just don't have any eyes. It's just like flat skin where the eye socket is supposed to be. And yeah, so this is Kiara. And she sees through force sight, but she's also a Mandalorian. She was picked up a long time ago from her family when her family was attacked when she was a kid, and then she was brought back by the Mandalorians to be a foundling. And while she was trained, she sort of grew a penchant for slicing and also explosive devices. And so she became their resident techie, essentially. And then when the Mandalorian Wars hit, she was only 12, 13, and she basically did her Mandalorian trial in the war by saving a bunch of Mandalorians, riding a basilisk droid down, which is like a traditional Mandalorian war droid, down into battle, saving a bunch of them, blowing something cool up, and she became Mandalorian. Kiara has, since that war ended, has lived her life not only wanting to serve the clan and serve her family, but also find a path for herself as well. She wants to know what lies out in the greater galaxy for her, and she's willing to explore its every depth to find that, while also bringing pride and a good name to her clan, which she has been doing. She is now considered the herald of Clan Astalon, and she's been given the task of recruiting a whole bunch of people to the Mandalorian clan, which is waiting for her with a small fleet of ships that she also sort of sent their way as well. Very, very cool how her story has turned out. Essentially, Kiara is currently hunting for something called a Beskad, which is the ceremonial blade of her clan. It is functional, but it is also very important to them, and it was stolen in the war, and she's been looking to get it back. So it's really cool to have a character like this. She is defined by her spirit and her fire. She's very hot-headed. She often thinks of creative solutions for problems, but she also thinks of crazy solutions for problems. Like, they often involve blowing something up or overriding some kind of terminal, because that's her skill set. And she's very, very fond of just kind of breaking things where they're not supposed to be broken and creating really cool results that weren't necessarily expected. She uses the Force like almost tactically to sort of feel her way around things. And watching, watching Ash play this kind of character has been wonderful, because Ash is a super creative thinker as well. And once she like is in the zone, the kind of things that she can come up with inside a tabletop game are amazing. So they're just so creative and so out of left field. I mean, if anyone here who's had like more than a little bit of experience with Ash in stream chat will probably be able to attest to this. So yeah, she's playing this character. Now, with that said, Kiara has had a lot in her life that's gone wrong. She may be married, and she has a wife, and then she's got her family back on Mandalore that are waiting for her along with her wife. But then, at the same time, she's had a rival whom she beat in single combat, but he's out there still, and she's busy. On top of that, she's been trying to search for the best guy, been trying to help out the party. Trying to find, new recruit Mandalorians to serve her clan, because the clans have been scattered since the war ended, like new recruits for the clan, so they can sort of return to their greatness and wander the stars again. She's also been plagued with visions of the Force, of this weird temple, and the dark side is calling to her because she's Force sensitive as well, and all of this is just hitting her so much. In the meantime, she's helping the party. She's blowing stuff up. She's slicing into terminals. And then she's also having to worry about this rival still being out there. And the rival possibly knowing that she's also out there, and they could come to blows soon or at some point. And all this time, she has been avoiding all of that except for helping the party. She's been avoiding the rival. She's been literally just focusing on getting the sword back. But in the midst of all of this, she still needs to find a path that she can, more comfortably walk down, a path that she feels like is hers, and something that sort of defines her in that sense. So it has been a very interesting journey for Kiara, and every single combat she's in, it feels like Freebird is playing. You know what I mean? So it's a wonderful character, and now we're going to go back to the song and listen to it again. And now you're going to imagine this short, spunky, like explosive-ridden, jetpack-wearing, Beskar-wielding, like martial artist, because she's a martial artist as well. Tactical explosive expert, like slicer extraordinaire, Kiara. Trying to fight her way through the galaxy to find who she is. And it's been amazing. We're going to listen to that song again. It'll get more context. Why are all Mandos hot? You speak the truth. And I mean, she was designed to be. So top of the morning to you too, John. Good morning. I'm hoping you're doing well. But yeah, with that said, let's bring this song back, and you'll be able to see this with much more context. So yeah, very cool. Let's go. Immediately before the voice even comes in, right? You've got the vibe that I was just describing is immediately encapsulated in these hard drums and guitar, bringing in the main theme and the main. It's this classic rock vibe. I've said this a few times, but garage rock is the best way I can think to describe this sort of song. And that is Kiara. She jerry-rigs so much of her explosives. She creates programs to slice into things. She thinks of creative solutions. She's a rebel. She doesn't like authority. Like, she's just such a, she's a perfect punk character. Like, literally just the perfect anarchist. She's freaking great. And this just reminds me so much of, it gives me so much of her attitude to life as well. And now you see the way that I was interpreting the lyrics, you can apply those to her as well in a whole new way. So here we go. Headlights, red lights, got him in my sights, but nothing's in my way. Doesn't matter what obstacles are there, I'm going to blow through them. Kiara sometimes literally just going straight through them. And this ambition that drives her to find herself and find meaning in all of what she's doing is the thing that is driving her as fast as it is. It's just great. There's also this feeling that she's not sure how much time she has left. Sort of, she fights big battles, so every move could be her last, and she lives her entire life on the edge. And this is a really, really cool way of portraying that in this one piece. It's a long way home. Got no time to waste. If we look here, no sound, hush now, put the pedal down, got no time to waste. I have literally seen Kiara go to and someone else and be like, they'd be like, Kiara, what are you doing? She'd be like, it's okay, don't worry about it. There's probably an explosion, but it's all good. And then like there's an explosion behind them and they just race through. And it's just, it's just perfect. This song perfectly encapsulates her. It really, really does. Oh, okay. I'm going to talk about that little guitar that comes in there. Do you hear that? It's such a cool little reminder of, for me, with the context of Kiara, it reminds me very much of, like, her just sort of coming out of left field to knock aside the verse and go straight into the chorus at full speed. That seems like her to me. That just seems like someone who's like, let's go. I'm done waiting. Let's do it. And then, well, musically, this guitar literally comes in like a car swerving, because there are a lot of car metaphors in these kinds of songs. This song is no different. And what you can imagine with the sort of secondary guitar coming in is it kind of comes in as is it a fender bender or like T-boning or whatever? It's just this car that comes skidding, crashes into the side of the first one and kicks off the chorus. It's like the melody's replaced. You know what I mean? It's like literally the car in the subject is replaced by a second car that then goes even faster and goes more. And like, I imagine in the context of Kiara, to extend the allegory, that she would then jump into that new car and just go even faster through things. It's just great. Let's listen to it. Wait for it. Here it comes. 3, 4, 1, 2. Wow, so good. So good. I don't want to get slapped by copyright. I never know how much is too much, you know? But yeah, that's freaking awesome. I hope that, let me just see. Much, you know? Yeah, okay, that's cool. Right, yeah, so again, chorus comes in. I don't know how to stop. I'll give it all I've got. It's like my brakes are shot. I gotta have too much. I don't know how to stop. It's crazy, but so what? You know it's what you want, so give it up and don't be scared of how good it feels. Kiara, this is where her complexity comes in, because Kiara is a screw it, let's do it kind of person, and a go for broke, just gamble, risk everything just to get that amazing moment and to feel that rush, you know, and to feel that rush for her is a personal triumph, and it reminds her of her as a Mandalorian. But that is all she has ever been. She's always ever been something and a Mandalorian. She doesn't remember any other time. She hasn't been anything else. She's only ever been a Mandalorian. And this does limit her. It says, I don't know how to stop. How do you, as a Mandalorian neo-crusader who has just finished fighting in a 16-year-long conflict, how do you stop? It's part of your very religion So she has no idea how to be anything else other than a Mandalorian. And this has bitten her before because her reactions to things are very Mandalorian focused, but she still wants to learn. But when she's in the driving seat of this like action mobile, like when she is in the thick of combat, the Mandalorian in her just takes over and goes, it's go time, let's go. We're running, we're gunning it, we're doing it, let's go. And then the explosions start. It's like my brakes are shot and I gotta have too much. I don't know how to stop. It's crazy, but so what? This chorus part feels like, especially here, you know it's what you want, so give it up and don't be scared of how good it feels. It feels like a part of her. It feels like the Mandalorian in Kiara speaking to whoever else Kiara might want to be besides that. Maybe she wants to be a Mandalorian for the rest of her life, but there is more to her than that she hasn't ever explored yet. And as she explores more of the galaxy with people who aren't Mandalorians, she starts to learn more about herself outside of that definition. But when she's in the thick of combat, it's too much. It takes over. And I feel like in that chorus, that's the Mandalorian talking to her going, doesn't matter. You know, I cut the brakes. We're going through this. We're gonna jump off this cliff if it's the last thing we do, because this is the way, literally. So just give in. It feels good. This is what we were born for. Well, born in terms of like, you know, rescued and then trained. So why stop? Why? Because it feels great when we do it, right? And it's not just I wouldn't say that the Mandalorian part of her voice is corrupting her. It's just safety. Despite the fact that she is sort of putting herself in incredibly risky situations, it's still safety for her, spiritually and mentally as well. Yeah, just so cool. Here we go. God, when this chorus hits, it's just so good. Also, it doesn't really help that this person's voice, in the lead singer's voice, sounds exactly like how I would imagine Kiara speaks as well, for sure. Okay, here we go. Wait, here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Full speed. That is all I need. They can eat my dust. Hell yeah, rock on. Will you come along? Do I have your trust? So cool. Alright, so we've got let me see. 1 speed, full speed, that's all I need. They can eat my dust. Hell yeah, rock on. Will you come along? Do I have your trust? There's a this vibe of the verse 2. It does feel like Kiara has there's a feeling throughout all of this that Kiara might have just flipped the bird to everything and just gone with, you know what, this is me, I'm going to be me, whatever that means, Mandalorian or not, and she's just going to go for, you know, wherever the action is and, you know, have a good time. But then this part just reminds me of Kiara's determination for sure. She has often asked the other members of the party to go along with her plans, and they have pretty much always worked. They're usually explosive, and when she has a good idea, it's usually a good idea to trust her with it, because she's thought it through, you know. And there may be risks involved, but they're never. She might act like they're blind risks, but they never are. She has carefully considered a lot of the options. And she's a very safe bet, despite the fact that she's a very safe bet in when the planning goes wrong, is what I mean. So like, she's thought of the consequences, but she's okay with improvising when that arises. She's never caught frozen in a moment, which is really cool. So it really is just a moment of trust. She's just going to grab your hand and just run, and you just have to go with her or be dragged behind, and she's not going to slow down for you. So you just have to trust her. So yeah, it's just really cool. Let's listen to this chorus one more time and then give it a break. So here we go. Oh, whoa, okay. Here we go. We're turning it up. Here we go, people. It's party time. Alfrix, I want to see you on that factory line, bobbing your head. Here we go. Oh, that break and into the halftime is just fantastic. That was really, really, really cool. Oh, goodness. Yeah, dudes. I wonder if we're still alive. Are we still alive? Yeah, we're still alive. Okay. All right, dudes. That was yeah. So that was Kiara's one. I'm gonna take it just one theme at a time. I'm not gonna go into another one, especially because my voice is a little bit tired of talking now. So yeah, that was that. That was specifically "Don't Know How to Stop" by Halestorm, and what a wonderful I'm at the frame table, not the line. All right, fair enough. Well, I hope you're head banging at the frame table. I think let's see if we can lo-fi this. Yeah, I think it's cool to it's cool to imagine a Mandalorian who's trying to find herself with this don't know how to stop mentality. Like even if she wanted to, the Mandalorian in her is too powerful, and it takes over, especially in combat situations or in situations of high stress. So yeah, what a cool piece that was. That's an awesome song. Such a bop. Love music like that. And yeah, that was Don't Know How to Stop by Halestorm. And I'm gonna put that in the listen to this in the music chat of the Discord. We're gonna go listen to this. I'm gonna post this because this is what we analyzed on stream today, courtesy of Ash. Well, rather, this is what we analyzed on stream today. It's a track chosen by Ash for her character Kiara in our in our Star Wars Tabletop RPG. Okay. Also this I listened to this other song earlier that that Maddie put on the listen to this channel as well. It was awesome. Yo, all right. Well, with that, I think I'm just gonna relax for a little bit, and then we'll see what else we're doing. So, with that said, what else would you guys like to do? Just for the rest of the night, let's let me quickly do a thing. Let me know if you're able to chat. Let me know how you are out of 10, and I'll happily do that. All right, what now, nerds? What now? Skyrim or Divinity OS2 or what else am I gonna do? Reading corner. I don't know how much my voice is gonna handle reading corner, but we'll see. All right, let's see what you guys choose. I'm pretty partial to some Skyrim, so if no one votes, then I'll go with Skyrim, but we'll see. I might as well start it up anyway. Well, start up the mod manager at least, just in case. But if anyone else wants something different, feel free to vote for it. Make your voice heard. This is a very chilled song. Ooh. That's so good. Oh, that made me yawn. Hello? Wow. Ooh, we got to vote for Divinity. Alright, I'll play Divinity. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to play Divinity. It's been a while. Certainly been a while. So yeah, let's round it off with some Divinity. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna chill for a little bit. If you're hearing any beeps, it's just my computer just telling me if I'm sure I want to do something. I'm like, yeah, I've done this already. I've thrown enough people into volcanoes for you. I treat my computer like a temple, so yeah, it just, whenever it gives me problems, it makes me sad because I treat it so well, you know. Divinity might be best for the voice because of Dulagash's voice. You are right, sir. That's correct. Dulagash might make me feel a bit weird. Alrighty. You know, sometimes I wish I was not in a job that relied on me talking all the time. My voice, I use my voice almost every minute of the day. When I'm, yeah. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. It's like every hour. I'm never silent for more than like 30 minutes at a time. You know what I mean? That's the yeah. So it does mean that whenever I'm at the end of the day when I start speaking, unfortunately, it's the time that I'm speaking to Hewan about like my day and like we're talking about life and stuff, which is what I really want to like spend energy on. But sometimes my voice just cannot keep up because it's just so tired by the end of the day. You're making me tired with those yawns. Well, here comes another one. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That one goes out for you. All right, it's time for Divinity. Listen, it's been a while. We haven't played in ages. We are playing a vampire, like, oh god. We're playing like a vampire thingy, kind of. We entered Fort Joy the last time we did this. So, don't worry, I'll put things on in a moment. What was our name again? We were Zelica. And then that was... Did we save after the thing, or is that... Oh, that was with a full party. Okay, so it was literally just here with no one. Yeah, Zelica 1. But then... Time and date was 11/6. Oh, and I played the other one after that, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, awesome. So yeah, we'll play as Zelica, which was our lizard vampire thingy. I can't remember what else we made her, like a vampire Umbra? No, it wasn't an Umbra. It was just... Oh! It was a vampire shadow mage. Yeah. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. And I'm gonna have to plan some things on my phone. So if you give me a second, we're gonna do some planning for this character. So I'm gonna go down here. I would like to... Oh god, I would like to duplicate this, so... I always plan everything out as I'm doing it, so I want to make sure that my, like, that my companions are good as well. But you know what? I think I might just be chilled. I don't think I want to write this down too much, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm back. Commute to work was throwing all the curveballs. Really? Why? What's going on? Was there traffic or something? Alex is here. Hey, you're just in time for Divinity, which is really fun. The music is amazing as well. You'll love it. May have just woken up at great displeasure to myself. What do you mean? Just woken up, it's like... Oh, wait, it's 11 o'clock? It's like 3 p.m.? Oh, okay. Look, you keep saying these things, but, like, you still wake up at that time. So, okay, listen here, Alex. Let me load my game, and then I'll talk to you. I'm just too angry to talk to you right now. Construction all along the way and stuck behind a school bus? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Oh no. That's awful. Alright, Alex, listen here. If you're gonna feel bad about waking up late, one of two things has to happen. If you want to stop wallowing in this, like, in this, like, frustration with yourself, right? You've either got to fix your sleeping schedule properly this time with longevity, or just don't feel bad and just accept that it's part of who you are. Both of those things are totally fine. If you want to be someone who, if you want to be someone who wakes up at like 3 p.m. every day, that's fine. No one is saying that you can't. But if you are, oh no, wait a minute. Oh, one of my, oh god, I hate it when this happens. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. But if you are like, so yeah, you should either change it and wake up at a reasonable time, or if you decide that you are cool with being someone who wakes up at 3, do it. No one else should care about that except you. So it's really what you want to do. Okay, so welcome back to Zilika, our vampire shadow mage. This is our incredibly tall lizard mommy. She is at least, well, she is raised on a platform right now, but even so, she is a pretty good deal taller than the Red Prince, the other lizard. And she's a great deal taller than anyone else here. I love her. She could step on me any day. And yeah, this is Zilika. It's like 3. I was trying to get my sleeping pattern in order, but it's just so easy for it to slip. I will give you the secret now. If I haven't given it to you already, I will give you the way to fix your sleeping pattern, and it is thusly. Make sure that no matter what time you go to sleep, you wake up at the same time every day. So no matter what time you go to sleep, just make sure you wake up at 10 in the morning, at least. And never, ever, ever move past that time. Even if you've gone to bed at like 3, you wake up at 10. If you've gone to bed at 5, you wake up at 10. If you go to bed at 11 o'clock p.m., you wake up at 10. That's the vibe. Okay. It's not about the time you go to sleep. It's about the time you wake up. And I'm not just talking about out of my ass. So, we've just entered Fort Joy, which is a place for sorcerers, and it's a place for sorcerers like us to be kept captive, and it lets us. Yeah, basically, we're here to be cured of our source, the ability for us to cast, like, forbidden magic. Usually, people who cast source are, like, totally fine, like, as long as they don't use it too much. But there is a difference, because if you do use source, then we've been sort of told that whenever you use source, it brings out these magical chaos creatures called Voidwoken, which unfortunately give us some problems. And yeah, basically just demons from the void. And so there's this order of source hunters called, well, source people who hunt sorcerers, called magisters. The order of the magisters. They're paladins and stuff like that. They're basically Templars. They grab us and they send us to Fort Joy. Basically, it's like a place to hold sorcerers so that they don't hurt anyone else, and bring the Voidwork in here. And the magisters protect them in case a sorcerer goes like rogue or whatever. They can put them down. And basically, if you exhibit good behavior for long enough, you are chosen to go into the fort itself and be cured of your source, whereupon you are just sent on your way. And so basically, we're here in Fort Joy, but we really don't want to go inside the fort and be cured. We just want to escape. There are a lot of reasons to escape. Our character, we're not really sure what we want, but I know that the Red Prince wants to. We've found him. He wants to get back his kingdom. He had a kingdom, he had a palace, and he lost it. He's royalty, and he wants to get it back. And Fane. Fane is an undead, but he is actually someone called an Eternal. He's an old race of people who comes from a time where there were no races. Lizards, elves, humans, there were no names for them. We were all just one species. And Thane has to hide his face because he's been dead for some time, but he doesn't know where his kind is, so he's looking for his kind. He has been, he's basically a skeleton, as you can see in the top left, and he basically wants to find his people. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and we're going to the thing, and now, basically what's going to happen now is I'm going to start picking up companions. I'm going to get a full roster of companions, and then I'm going to start walking around. I'm going to... this is where I kind of tell you that I'm going to sort of cheat, but not really. I play with a lot of mods, and one of those mods gives me a lot of skill books. I'm not going to use them to get the skills. I'm going to use them to sell them so that I can have money so that I can give the skills that I want to my party members, because they come with default skills that I don't want. I want to customize them. So that's why I do... that's why I'm doing the other thing. So yeah, that if you want to know why, that's why. So I'm gonna get a lot of money. I'm only gonna use it on giving my companions just basically the beginning level skills, and then we will we'll continue from there. Sorcerers are very resourceful. That is true, and I think it's very funny how they've been given that name as well, because it's called Source. I've been followed around by a squirrel called Solora, and also there's a black cat that keeps following me as well. So yeah, let's go pick up some companions. Here we go. Hi.
You, help me teach this beast. He must respect. If not, he comes for you next.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Yeah, we were here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
What does he say now? I've played this part so many times. He says, "Lone wolves decide their own business."
Lone wolves decide their own business.
I've played this game, like this portion of the game, no word of a lie, probably 20 times. Because every time, I've never completed the game. And I've played this Fort Joy segment at least 20 times. Particularly grabbing the companions. Because what I want is like to just experiment with different class combinations and things.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Yeah, lone wolves are not to be messed with. They're hired guns, basically.
No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
Alright, I'm just gonna... Why? Why does they owe you money?
Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
That voice sounds really familiar, but I can't place it. It probably is not someone I know, but it sounds like it. Interesting. Okay.
Food, protection. I have neither.
Sounds a little more like a shakedown.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the magisters.
Oh shit! I have a voice for this. Damn! I would be speaking in character.
Never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
If you choose to harm her, I won't stand by and watch.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
Okay, so we're gonna kill them now. There are so many ways of doing this. I think I picked the wrong dialogue option, but basically you can pick the dialogue option which lets you able to like persuade people out of it. But, you know, killing them is fine. Let's do it. Shocking. Alright, turn-based combat. Here we go. I'm gonna start... Can I bite them? Oh, I'm in range. Hell yeah. Right, I'm gonna start with a Shadow Bolt. Shocking. And then I'm gonna bite you. Oh, there was an encore because I took care of his magic armor. Okay, great. And then give him a bite. Very nice. Oh. Oh, she got 164 HP. She'll be fine. Come on, you fan.
Glory is mine.
Okay, he's gonna buff us. That's Fane's turn. Searing Volley. Focus down the targets. Just put 3 there. There you go. Alright, and then we'll put poison 1s over there. Awesome. Now, what are you gonna do? You're a shapeshifter? That's freaking cool.
Hello.
Oh, they're having a whole other thing while I'm doing this. Okay, we're gonna... I don't think I can sucker punch yet, so we're gonna do this. Red Prince is gonna sit here because this is not good. He's got 2... It's resisted by physical armor, so I think I'm gonna hit her... I'm gonna hit her with all in. And just get down the... Maybe get down the physical armor. Yeah, nice. Okay.
I don't feel so good.
Okay, hit him again. There you go. Alright, it's our turn again. Gonna summon a shadow demon. That'll be fun. And then I'm gonna bite him again. Nyom. He should die from bleeding, to be honest, like very soon. We're gonna just do that quickly. There we go. Yeah, he's gone. He's in the fire. He's bleeding. Yes, nice. Alright, Ifan. Ooh, blood arrows. Very cool. Nice. And then fossil strike. Hell yeah. Alright, it's Fane's turn. I want to put another fossil strike, but I think I'm just going to spend time shooting you with poison. It'll be fine. Yeah, you're definitely going to die soon. Oh. She went invisible. That's pretty cool. Okay, it didn't really help her, but it's pretty cool. She can do it again? What? Oh, that's so cool. All right, well, it's not like I can, you know, it's not like that'll stop me, you know. There you go. That's awesome.
More of them trouble us.
Right. The most like sort of thing you can get with her, like if you solve it without conflict, she likes you the most.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there.
The narrator is Brian Bowles, trying to figure out why I know that voice. It is a pretty cool voice. I do like him a lot. Okay, so there's a safe place against, like, from Fort Joy. Right, I'm not going to go there yet because I have lots of other stuff to do. We're going to search them first. Got some meat on them. Ooh, got Burrow's club.